Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the 10 to 100 Solana challenge, where we try to trade our way up from 10 Solana all the way up to 100 Solana by basically trading NFTs. Now in the past week, we've done quite a lot of trades and I'm really excited to share them with you guys. Now to be completely honest, this week has not been the best week, but I do a new episode every single Saturday, every single week. So no matter if we've had a good week or a bad week, I'm gonna be here every single week and update you guys, be completely transparent. And just to be clear, as a YouTuber like myself, I do get some exclusive whitelist spots and stuff for some pretty big projects without having to do much. But on this account and in this challenge, I will do 0 whitelist mints, only public mints and secondary trades to basically make this challenge as fair as possible. Now with all of that said, you guys seem to really be enjoying this challenge. So if you do, just smash that like button and subscribe down below. It takes you 2 seconds. Why not just hit that little red button down below? We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. Make sure to follow me over on Twitter. Also check out my Patreon, link will be down below. It's $5 per month, but more on that later. But with all of that said, I've got my coffee, I'm in my brand new Metaverse office, and I'm ready to show you guys my trades. Right now, sitting at 21 Solana, we basically have 0 in our wallet. So this is how far we've come so far. So we currently hold a Cursed Mics, we hold a Neon Game, Remnant Camps, Space Apes Empire, and the Remnants. So basically this was approximately where we ended the last video, and we ended it at approximately 20 Solana in NFT value, plus I think we had like 1 or 2 Solana in our wallet, so basically like 21 or 22 Solana. And this was basically where we ended it. So after we ended the last video, by the way, go check out my first and second episode if you haven't watched it yet to get some more context. But basically we held a Remnant Camp and a Neon Game Citizen. We ended up selling our Remnant Camp that we bought for 1 Solana for 1.25. It did go up to like 2 plus Solana at the very top, but I didn't sell it at the top unfortunately. So it did back down and I needed some more liquidity, so I ended up selling it for 1.25 with a small like 0.2 Solana profit. And right now Remnant Camps are sitting at 1.67 Solana, so it's sitting higher than where I sold it. But this was obviously like a week ago now, and I just needed the liquidity to do some more trades, so I'm not really mad about that. Now, after that happened, we took a loss on our Neon Game Citizen. We basically bought it back here for 1.24 Solana, sold it for 0.89. I haven't even looked at these in a while. Right now, they're sitting at 0.92, so not a huge difference right there. But then after we sold the Remnant Camps and the Neon Game Citizen, we ended up doing a really solid trade. We basically bought one of these encrypted NFTs for 1.3 Solana, and only a couple hours later we ended up selling it for 2.89 Solana. So that's basically like a 1.5 Solana profit, which I'm really happy about. Right now they're sitting at 2.1 Solana, only 64 listed and decent activity, so this for sure has potential to go a lot higher too. And a lot of you guys have been asking for like how I find promising projects to buy and stuff. Basically the main things I look at is, for example, on the encrypted project that I traded, I saw that the volume or activity was really solid, like way more than it is right now. You basically had like multiple sales every hour. The total supply was really low, only 1,000 NFTs, and the amount listed, I believe it was at like 80 once I bought it, which obviously is really low, less than 10% of the supply. Basically, when I saw that the volume was so high and the amount listed was so low, I took a chance on this one and it ended up playing out pretty perfectly. So just looking at the project itself, how the community is looking at the floor price, the activity, amount listed, and the total supply, plus just quickly looking through what the project is all about. That's basically some of the key things I look at when I try to trade a project. But now is a great time to tell you about my Patreon. We currently have 151 members, which I'm super grateful for. Thank you to everyone who has joined so far. Basically, it's $5 per month. This one is limited, and there is an unlimited membership for $10 per month. This membership basically gives you access to an exclusive Discord alpha chat where I share all of the upcoming mints I'm looking at, all of my secondary purchases, my entire crypto portfolio, so you can see exactly what cryptos I'm buying and selling. I do exclusive whitelist giveaways. As you can see right here, I've given away whitelist spots to Retro Wolves, Bulls and Bears, and most recently to Drippies. And just in a couple of days, I'm gonna give away whitelist spots to Mile High Ape Club, which is another really hyped up project. In addition to all of this, I'm just trying to be super active in chat. answer every question and just talk about potential projects with everyone. There's a lot of smart people in this group and we've been able to create an awesome community which just helps and support each other, and I for sure think it's worth the $5 per month. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, do whatever you guys want, but link will be down below. Definitely check it out. Also, while we're at it, let me know down in the comment section what you guys want to see next on my channel. Obviously, we have the top 5 minutes of the week coming tomorrow that I do every Sunday, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to see any specific content or projects being featured on the channel, let me know down below. But now, after that happened, here comes the bad trades, right? So we ended up selling our cursed mic for 2.45 Solana, which we actually bought all the way back here at 4.2 Solana. So that's basically a 2 Solana loss on that trade. And then after that, a horrible trade yet again, because I bought a Red Rolls for 5 Solana. Basically, right after it launched, it did pump up to like 7 or 8 Solana. Then it dipped back down to like 5, and I thought it could be a good buying opportunity. But then like right after I bought it, there was a lot of FUD about a potential rug pull, all of that horrible stuff you don't want to see of projects you're invested into. So we ended up selling that Red Rolls for 1.85 Solana. That's more than a 3 Solana loss, which is quite a substantial amount for this trading series. If we go into Red Rolls right now, you can see that the floor is at 1.4. So I am happy that I sold it and cut my losses, but I should have done it way earlier, and just buying a Red Rolls in the first place was probably a bad idea. And then yet another horrible trade. You remember that we bought the remnants back here for 7.77 Solana. If we scroll up, we ended up selling our remnant for 5.7 Solana. Another more than 2 Solana loss right there. Right now, remnants are sitting at 4.73. So yet again, a project that I'm happy I sold, but I'm really bummed out that I bought it in the first place. So quite a few horrible trades right there. But thankfully, we ended up making a good trade on this next one. We basically bought a sea shanties for 7.6 Solana. I saw that sea shanties was starting to get a pretty thin floor, really low amount listed and some decent volume. So I ended up buying it for 7.6 Solana. Right now it's sitting at 8.8. And as you can see, I actually sold it for 9.7 Solana. So that's a pretty solid 2 Solana profit on that sea shanties trade. And then our next trade also ended up being pretty solid. We bought one of these bulldog billionaires for 3.3 Solana, ended up selling it a bit later for 4.39 right here. So another pretty quick 1 Solana profit. Right now it's sitting at 3.6, so I did sell at a pretty good point right there. But then another bad trade. We basically bought 2 of these Metacillus for 0.95 Solana each. Right now it's sitting at 0.89, and that's basically where I sold both of them to. Basically cut my losses. It did pump up to like 1.3 Solana pretty quickly after I bought, but I didn't sell any of them, so I ended up cutting my losses at like 0.9, which basically means like 0.2 Solana loss after fees. And then actually yesterday we ended up doing some more trades. We bought the Simians for 1.8 Solana and another one for 2 Solana. We bought one of these Gore Cats for 4.4 Solana, which is way too much. I'll show you what it's at later. And one of these Safe Slab for 0.83 Solana. So this is basically what we hold currently. So basically in our wallet right now we have 0.51 Solana, and you can see that our total floor value is 15.3 Solana. So this week has been pretty rough. We actually went down from like 21 Solana all the way back to like 15.5 Solana. But unfortunately, everyone has bad days and bad weeks. You just gotta basically learn from your mistakes as always. But this basically shows you that I'm no expert myself. You should always do your own research, invest at your own risk, and not follow people like me blindly on my trades, because I do make a lot of mistakes, as you can see. Basically, Gorecat is sitting at 2.9 Solana. We bought it for 4.4. I am still holding this one. I'm hoping that it will get back up to at least like 3.5. We do still hold our Space Apes Empire. This is sitting at 8 Solana right now, and we did indeed buy this one for 6.7, so at least we are up on this trade. We've been holding this one for more than a week now, I think. The Siemens that we basically bought for 1.9 Solana average for both of these are now sitting at 1.2 Solana, so another pretty horrible trade and a decent loss on that one too. The activity is not looking great. I might have to cut my losses on this one soon. But thankfully, these XApes lab that we bought for 0.83 Solana is currently sitting at 2.11. So at least we are up more than 1 Solana on this trade. Unfortunately, I didn't buy more of this one. I didn't have enough Solana. If I did have some more Solana, I probably would have bought at least one more of these ones. And that's just how it is sometimes. So there you go. We're basically ending off episode 3 of the 10 to 100 Solana challenge at 15.8 Solana total. We do still hold our Gorkat or Space Apes Empire, the Simians, and XApes Lab. Now, I just pray that next week is gonna be more successful than this one. We started off really strong in episode 1 and 2, but right now we had a small pullback, so hopefully we can come back stronger in episode 4 next Saturday. Now, if you enjoy this challenge and these videos, make sure to smash that like and subscribe down below. We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. My Twitter and Patreon link will be posted down below. Go check it out. And with all of that said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.